Hey, what's up, guys? I'm SMS founder Solana Made Simple, and I want to put together a video for people beginning their journey on Solana. Getting into this space could be confusing, but we're going to keep it simple here because honestly, it's at that point that it really is that simple. Things are starting, with institutional attention and participation. You're seeing, so much more activity than you've ever seen. You're seeing so many more different sectors actually kind of growing and flourishing in this ecosystem. And there was a point that Solana was down to $8, and today it's roughly about 170 or so. Maybe it's at 180. But I think that there's so much upside with Solana that this is a great point to get started. So I want to show you. This is a guide on how you can allocate your funds in a wallet and get started from day one. Again, not financial advice. Do whatever you need to do here, but the main thing is find a voice, find people in the space to get involved with, and the best way to do that is joining X, setting up an X account. You can follow me and tune into my spaces, my streams, or just follow the post. I'm SMS on X right there. Pretty simple, guys. If you're not an X user, think about it like an upgraded news feed of the truth out there, and a lot of fun antics and whatever degeneracy. That's part of the game here. You got to take it in stride, and you'll see how much fun it is to be part of this special network of people, because honestly, the things that have been going on and the way that this has changed my life is incredible. So first things first, guys, not financial advice. This is strictly just an idea of how you might want to break down a portfolio. You see people suggest things like this all the time. So check out this chart behind me. This pie graph or pie chart is going to be your Solana beginner portfolio allocation. First things first is Bitcoin. Go to check out ZEUS Network. That's why you need to get on X. You can read all about this on there. I post about them frequently. I work with the ZEUS working group, so I got a lot of info on them. Getting yourself involved with Bitcoin on Solana is going to be the alpha, because Bitcoin's idle. It sits idle. You don't have any yield generated from it. You don't have opportunities to use DeFi. DeFi is the decentralized finance option where you're going to be able to stake and earn rewards. We'll talk about that in a second. But getting Bitcoin and exposure is definitely a goal. 0.1 Bitcoin a year is a great goal to go for. It might be hard if the price runs up. If it goes down, still shoot for that goal. Just think, if you can get 0.1 Bitcoin a year, in 10 years you'll have one whole Bitcoin. It's going to sound crazy, but it's doable. So starting now is better than waiting to try to start at another point. If you're trying to catch a price, probably not the best bet. I'm telling you right now, don't worry too much about the price. Get yourself your initial buy-in, dollar cost average for the next few years, decade, whatever. I don't care what you got to do, but get yourself some Bitcoin. zBTC, there'll be opportunities to earn yield on that. I'm telling you right now, this is where people are headed. You're seeing more activity on Solana with Bitcoin anyway. So follow the herd on this one, because the Bitcoin herd has led the way since day one. All right, so what else do we got in the pile here? We got Stake Soul with Marinade Finance. Shout out to Marinade Finance. I work with them as well, making content and helping out with the community and stuff like that. Big advocate for staking your Solana. BTC Soul is an option. You can stake your Solana with BTC Soul and earn Bitcoin, which is another play, which I was kind of leaning towards. So if you take the 20% on Bitcoin alone on zBTC, you're going to have the 30% with Marinade Finance. I would break this down and say, take 150 and stake that with Marinade Finance. Maybe that's about one soul right now. And then take the rest, if you can split that, however it divvies it out. I would take that to BTC Soul, where you'd be able to earn passive Bitcoin. You'd be able to add to your Bitcoin pile by staking the soul. It's a great opportunity. It's called dual asset accumulation strategy. Definitely a go-to on this one, so check it out. All right, now the next thing is an ecosystem token. Now, people have their own opinions about this. This is my video. These are my opinions, so let's get into it. An ecosystem token is going to be a token with high conviction projects like Marinade, like ZEUS Network, like Jupiter, stuff with utility, stuff with growth, stuff that you hear as household items in this Web3 crypto world. The deeper you get into Solana, you'll be like, damn, that's exactly, yep, these are paving, or making the pathway and paving the road forward for us to go down. But definitely investing into them for, again, this is more of a longer term conviction in my opinion. Probably shorter term return. You could see spikes in these. Like Marinade they're putting in a proposal where potentially 50% of the supply is going to get burnt, meaning you have a supply shock. It's going to run up in price dramatically. So you have things like that happen. Investing into long-term builders. Marinade Finance has been around since day one with Solana, so it's an OG. I'm very honored to be part of the team and working with them over there. So check them out. Definitely stake your soul. And the cool thing about the BTC soul, that's ZEUS Network and Marinade Finance working together, coming together, bringing that yielding opportunity for Bitcoin on Solana. So let's get into the next one, guys. We're almost done here. Meme coins. I'd start with, is the chart where I think it's going to go up based off of technical, and then I look at fundamental stuff like getting on the timeline on X, on Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and checking out the communities and seeing what they're up to, trying to engage with them and just kind of checking the vibe. But there's a ton of meme coins. I would suggest something with a low entry, not financial advice, but we only are going to put 12.5%. It's only 125 bucks towards one of these plays. I wouldn't spread it down any lower than that, to be honest with you, because if you do, you're not going to have the sizable returns. You're going to have to make sure everything hits and then you sell at the same time. We don't want to do that. With meme coins, you want to get something where you can add to that. So like if you start with $1.25, next month it's down to 100, throw another 25 bucks on, or whatever you can afford at that point. Add to the pile. Like that's your dollar cost average strategy. The last part, this is really important to me. It's keeping your stables. You need to keep yourself, I'd say just about 30%. It's 27.5, but 275 bucks into USDC strictly, just to keep a nest egg on the side. So like, let's say you invested into a speculative coin or something happened, maybe you lost your funds, you did a bad transaction, you still got your stables in there. So we're going to be making sure that we get ourselves some USDC. I take it for what it is. I hope you guys enjoy it. And I don't know, let me know what you guys think. A couple months, hopefully you make some money.